Welcome back. This is DJ Xavier13, and this is episode 3 of my 7 Days to Die series. A little sick, so sorry for my voice and occasional coughing, but I am now, it's getting close to dark time, zombie time, so I'm going to try to make this quick. But I'm just basically moving stuff from the bottom to the top, and I need to get rid of these stairs in order to make sure that I'm safe from wandering zombies who might come inside the house during the night. What I gotta do here is just take out the bottom steps, and to get back up I'll make a ladder later, but right now I'm running out of time, so I don't have probably enough time to do anything but focus on that. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, so time is of the essence. And just taking out these stairs. And then I don't really have time to build the floor like I was planning to on the last video because I ran out of time. But I can definitely build the wooden frames in the meantime and focus on other things like, look at the perks and stuff, and probably pause the video during the idle times of the evening. Let's see. Okay, we're just about there. Out of stamina here. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to do once it hits 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock is the time. I should have this out of the way by then. There's also, I've noticed I didn't put any doors in. There's really no point. If the zombies come and see a door, they'll just break it down anyway, so usually don't even bother putting doors in the bottom level. Okay. I have no time. I'll take these railings out to... I really need to do something about the stamina problem. Oh. Take a look at the perks when we're done with this. Yeah. Okay, it's time to stay quiet. Let's just go hide here in the corner where it's dark. As you can see, like if you find a nice dark corner away from any light, your visibility is minimal. And the thing to keep an eye on is if that number next to the eye goes up, then a zombie is nearby and probably noticing you. So I'm going to take and scrap these chairs. We don't need those. Free wood. Yeah, probably shouldn't be doing this, but just get this stuff out of the way. If I have to run, I want to be able to make sure nothing's, stopping me from running. Okay, let's take a look and see what perks. We have 2 points. So did I take anything? Okay, so what I'm going to do here, because I'm having such a stamina problem, is put another point in strength. That'll open up another level of sexual Tyrannosaurus, and hopefully that'll help with the melee swing so that when I'm swinging my axe I won't use up so much stamina. Usually at level 2, unless something else is going wrong, I should be able to swing almost unlimited, as long as I am hydrated with water. So now, not much else to do except sit here and wait. I guess I can create some wooden frames. Oh, I forgot to check. And I can put this land block down too, so let me do that. Usually I like to put the land block up somewhere where zombies aren't going to destroy it. And let's put it under this window. put the land block right there. Land block. That way that'll prevent any zombies from spawning here. Now I think that the bedroll will also do that, but if I pick up and move the bedroll, like if I'm going and doing a quest, I need to put my bedroll down so I can respawn closer to the quest location, then the land claim block will still prevent zombies from spawning in here. So that's still a good thing to put that down. Of course, the land claim block was originally designed for multiplayer. It does more, provides more protection for that because it doubles the protection of your blocks on wherever it's located. But it doesn't do that in single player like I'm playing, so it doesn't really matter here. Oh, I should get rid of that. Get that meat off me. So now notice that when you have a container open, it adds a little visibility, but not much. So I should be okay as long as I don't have a light. A light will definitely double that. So I should be okay. And yeah, just trying to organize my stash here a little bit so that I have more room for things. Okay, I'll use those pine seeds later. Somewhere around here I'm going to be placing a tree farm. Usually I don't like to have it too close to the house because if it's too close to the house and I start harvesting, it draws zombies. So, but somewhere nearby so I don't have to go too far. Figure that out in the morning. For now, let's see, I'm going to start making wooden frames. Let me make one first. What I'm going to do is kind of determine how many wooden blocks I'll need. And to do that, I just walk up to the wall. So you just start counting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the 2 blocks for that window. I think that's another 2 blocks. So 4. I think that's 4. It's kind of hard to tell. I think that's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. So 11 times 9, yeah, so 99. That's a lot of wooden blocks just for a floor. Minus the point where for the ladder and one for the chimney, so that's 97. That's a lot. Is it? Yeah, 97. That's a lot of wooden blocks. You wouldn't think about it like that. If I make too many, it's not a big deal. Oh, that's all the wood, though. You know what? I'll stop it there. I don't want to run out of wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ladder entrance right there because that's where the stair was anyway. And then I'll start putting this floor down here. Oh, see, my visibility is going up too. So even just doing this makes me more visible. Oh. Okay, let's pick this up. Just realized that I'm on half blocks. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, this isn't good. I'm gonna need to go one more level up. Because I just realized if I do this, it's just 2 blocks up and the zombies can hit the floor from below. So I'm gonna actually do one more step up. That way they can't hit it from below. That means I'm gonna have to redo the whole floor, even the loft. No big deal though. Yeah, this railing's in the way. Okay. So hopefully no passing zombies hear this. Yeah, this railing is on the other side where I need to put the floor. This is probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm bored and let's floor down. Okay, now I'm out of wood. Blocks. Okay, so there's 3 more. Okay. So that's what I can do for now, let's see, I should have enough to, I'm going to upgrade these blocks. Now, in the morning, what I'm going to do is, I think I'll relocate the ladder over here somewhere. So, no worries about blocking this. And this also provides some visibility protection. So, less noticeable. Even though I'm making a lot of noise. Also, usually on the floors, I'd like to double up on that, but I don't have enough wood harvested to increase the quality of that floor just yet. I'll do that later to reinforce the wood, but this should do for now. Yeah, so I'm good. So now this is going to afford me some protection. Let's go ahead and hide here. Okay, so I'm going to cut out for now until 4 a.m. So I'm not wasting your time and mine in the hard drive space. I'll be back. Okay, so it is now 4 a.m. and no zombies attacked. It was boring, as you probably guessed. So now I am going to clean this up more, so I'm not at risk of having too much at risk of being attacked. Get rid of this junk up here because again I'm going to have to clear this floor of the loft out and replace it with the newer floor. I'm not really sure how much more durable the half blocks are compared to the full blocks, so I'm just going to do full blocks to be safe. Because these are half blocks, those are full blocks, and I want to make sure that they're safe. So let's see. Take these railings out here real quick. Okay, so I took out the railings. I'm now taking out these support beams, which are pointless. They're just for looks anyway, and I definitely need to have the space to walk around in. So I'm taking these out. Just cut away from here until I'm done with that. Okay, so I'm just about done here, and yeah, I'm chewing up stamina like crazy, and I thought that I put the sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Yeah, no, I'm at level 2, so I'm having some. I guess I could eat some more food and I guess some another water. I don't know why. I should be not. In previous games, I wasn't using this much stamina, so something's wrong. Put this bedroll down here. Oh, that's right, I can't do that. Right. For the sake of animation, I can't come put the bedroll right up against the wall. Okay, get rid of this bed. Which is going to give me some good cloth and scrap iron, which I'll need. The other thing I should probably do soon is upgrade my wooden club to a reinforced club, but I'm going to need a lot more iron than that. I need at least 100 iron scrap iron, whatever it is. And I'm constantly having to fix my axe. So another perk I'm going to want to get soon is to upgrade my intellect to level 2, because that makes better quality items that'll last longer, they have much better durability. Once I get to level 4? Yeah, which is at level 20. Player level 20, intellect level 4, I'll be not having to repair as often, which is nice. Because I'll have level 3 stone axe would be nice. And of course, by that point, I'll also hopefully be able to make stone axes, iron axes, which will make this a lot faster. So, in the meantime, again, not just have you watch this really boring stuff, I'm going to put you on pause until I completely clear out this floor. Oh wait, what do I hear? Hold on, let me pause the music for a second. Could have sworn I heard don't want that right now. I think I heard a spider zombie. They had that particular kind of not a scream, but a wail. Yeah, I don't know. I heard something. I don't hear it now though. Okay. Thankfully, nothing's spawning here. This is good. So I think I'm okay. So I'm going to pause until I finish taking out this floor, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Simply because I'm having a stamina issue, and I'm also hungry again, which is surprising. So I'm going to... Okay, this is another thing they changed from Alpha 16 to Alpha 17, so if you're like, one of the players that played Alpha 16 and haven't played Alpha 17 yet, you can't jump to the next block up from a crouched position. You have to actually stand up and jump. This is kind of annoying, but I can understand. It's kind of somewhat realistic, I guess. But it is kind of annoying because you have to break your concealment in order to go and deal with that. Okay, so apologize for the rain. You're probably not going to be able to hear me because the rain is really loud. I'm going out to make some more charred meat here because my character is starving. I can also make some more water too. And, oh shoot. Okay, now vultures. Since I see one. Vultures in Alpha 16 were nothing compared to what they are in 17. Their pathing is better, although they still tend to hover a lot. I'm not really sure if that's by design, but they do hover quite a bit, and they kind of get annoying. So when they're hovering around, you just keep an eye out for them because they could just suddenly attack you, and yeah, that one's going to come at me soon. Here he comes. Well, I'm going to take him out before he does, if I can. Ah, it's so hard to hit. Okay. I haven't quite got the aiming down for vultures. Sometimes if I might luck out and hit them when they're up above me, but sometimes I don't. I don't want to waste arrows. Alright. So let's see. So let's see. Vulture's gone now. Okay, you're probably not going to be able to hear me, so I'm just going to pause the video real quick. Never mind. This is bad news. Getting inside where it's a little quieter. Hopefully you can hear me. That's what I was talking about. I don't like the rain sound in this game because it's so loud, and definitely loud when you're trying to record. Sometimes rain can be that loud in real life, but usually not for very long. So, yes, I'm still having a stamina issue. What is going on with this? 92%, so it should be refilling fast enough. But I should definitely going to need to get my maximum stamina up higher. Yeah, I can't really wait until I can get the Tyrannosaurus up to level 3. It'll work a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to pan out, or pause out again until I'm done with this floor. I'll be back. Oh good, the rain is subsiding, and I'm almost done with this floor. I'm leaving this little bit of a row here until I completely do get this out of the way because I can jump up on the refrigerator. I'll find a good place to put the ladder in a moment, but I might as well use the stuff that's already here until that time. Sorry. And again, I apologize. I'm sick, so. I think I'm still having a stamina problem. Sorry, it's like I don't understand what's going on with this. My stone axe is like breaking so quickly, and 54 again. Wow. I can't wait until I can get better food than this. This is really not cutting it. Talking about, oh yay, I found deer, I have all this meat. I'm using all that meat now. It goes so quickly. Oh, I didn't even loot this. Okay, let me loot this. Because I'm going to be getting rid of this stuff on the bottom floor. I don't want to give the zombies anything to jump on so they can destroy the floor below, you know, on the second floor. Okay, nothing there. Oh, just goldenrod seed. Again, don't really see the point in goldenrod seed. Okay, so back to the grind here. I'm gonna finish taking this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just about done taking out the old floor, and next I'm gonna need to replace that with the new floor. So make. So that was 1, 2, 4 times 11, 44 blocks. That's a lot of blocks. Okay, so 44, and then of course I need a space for a ladder, so 43 blocks. And here, start placing them there. So where would be a good spot? I know that sometimes zombies will crowd up a door and they'll start taking out the blocks near the door, so let's just put it in the corner. Why not? That way in the heat of things, if I need to bumble around in the dark, at least I'll just run for the corner and know that there's a stair there. Okay. I'm going to need a lot more wood to fill this in, so I'm going to have to go do that too. Just destroying the loft floor didn't give me enough wood to do what I need to do, so that's a given. This is a big project, and imagine doing all this from scratch, you know, with fresh stuff. It definitely would take a lot more resources. I miscalculated. Okay, let me, let's go to, yeah, let's just put that there, and, I'm gonna fill the blocks in around where I'm gonna put the ladder. This is nuts. And just for safety's sake, also reinforce them, because zombies will go after where the ladder is first, so they'll take out the floor if you don't reinforce it. So I'm doing an upgrade to these 3 blocks. When I have a lot more wood, I'll probably upgrade all the wood around the house too, on the original exterior walls, and reinforce that. But for now, this will do. And then I also need. Now, since Alpha 16, the big change they made to Alpha 17 is that zombies will now jump up to a ladder. This is a big deal because in every version before this, I would just leave the bottom rung out. If I didn't put a bottom rung on, they wouldn't be able to climb. But now they jump up to a ladder, so they still won't jump as high as I can, which is good. So I'll just put 2 ladder blocks, one inside there, and then one down here. So that leaves two spaces here. It's a little challenging to jump up there, but I can do it where zombies can't. they might still be able to jump up there, but the chances are much slimmer. So this is my way to get around it. And also to prevent other issues, I'm going to take out this support beam here, and the one next to it, so I'm not bumping into it when I'm trying to climb off the ladder. Eventually I'll take the whole thing out, but for now I don't really need to. I'll just worry about this one. And also this block right here. You know, because you're two blocks high as a character, and it makes it a little bit easier when you're trying to climb up the ladder that you're not bumping into the ceiling. And then I'm going to need crouch. I'm going to need the hatch. So the hatch is usually right below the ladder. There it is, above the ladder. And when placing the hatch, now I like the iron hatch is better and easier to, or you use less resources if you build an iron hatch first. But the problem with the iron hatch is you can't see where the hinges are. So I start with the wooden hatch because that way I know that those 3 blocks right there, where you can see 1, 2, 3, those little 3 nubs are the hinges, and you want it away from where you're coming up. So otherwise you're going to be bumping into having trouble getting through the hatch. And then it should take just 12. Okay, so 12 iron scrap to upgrade that. So at least it's upgraded enough that I'm not going to have to worry too much about a zombie coming up before I can come defend the hatch. I definitely need to take out these tables, otherwise the zombies will jump up on the tables and do damage from there. So let's get all 4 of these out. And those counters. And then I'm going to have to go harvest more wood. And also, I'm going to need to get some more XP too, so I can upgrade my perks for intelligence, so that I can upgrade my master chef to level 2, so I can start making better food, because otherwise I'm going to be really hurting. I could boil some eggs. Boiled eggs are okay. They're a little bit of a step above charred meat, but not much. I think if they provide 15 stamina rather than just 10, but it's still not really enough. I need to fix my axe. The other advantage too is just being able to make a better quality stone axe and weapon, so that they last longer. So it's not really that big of a deal to go ahead and do that anyway. So okay, so I'm going to break away again since nothing else is going on. I'm going to take out these remaining, counters and the oven and the refrigerator, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm taking out the remaining pieces, and there we go. So this is pretty open now. Less of a chance of a zombie jumping up on something to destroy the floor above. And let's scrap that, take that, get rid of this. Damage something. No. Alright. So, fireplace is good. It might also be a good idea to take these pieces out. Like I said, because if a bunch of zombies come in, they'll crowd the door and start banging on the walls around it. So, might as well just give them an open space so they're not damaging the walls and randomly. And it's free wood. Like I said, I don't use doors in the entryways on the first floor anyway, because they'll just tear them out and go right for the doors first. Know your AI and how they think. It's like AI psychology. Okay, I'll fix that axe again. Heck, it's using up all my stone just fixing my axe. Sorry. Okay. Wow, it's It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon and out of food, except for the blueberries, which I don't really want to use just yet. So I'm going to need to go in search of food. And jeez. Yeah, the maximum stamina is just used up by doing all the, through your normal exertion. So, yeah, this should prevent zombies from destroying the walls around it, so that's okay. Now, let's go... Oh, the other thing... Yeah, let me go back up here and pick up my pine cones. So while I'm out, getting wood, I might as well also prepare the farm and let that start growing, because that takes several days to grow. And get rid of that. I'll scrap that later tonight. I don't need to do that at the moment. That's just a waste of time and inventory space. And, you know what? I'm going to make torches while we're done. I'll be able to make 6 torches from the cloth and the fat, and with the rest of the cloth there. And down we go. I apologize about the rain if you can't hear me. Oh, that was bad. Oh. You know what? Maybe I'll loot this place. Could definitely use the... Shoot. Oh. Hey there. This place is probably gonna have some food. So I'm gonna kill the zombies, get some XP, try to find some canned food. Yay! Zombies around. The zombies are up there, and they're sleeping back there, so I think I should be safe to grab that food point. I'm gonna put it in intellect right now. That way I can spend this moment to... okay, just a second after the torches are done. I'll upgrade my stone axe, my wooden bow. Scrap the stone axe, scrap the wooden bow, make a new stone axe. Oh shoot. Hello. Bow. So level 2 is going to be a little bit more durable. I wish I hadn't scrapped the one before I could show you the difference, but yeah, it's more durable, it'll last longer, so I don't have to fix it as often and use as many resources. It's just, level 1 stuff is kind of annoying. I'm not going to bother with the wooden club because I'm going to replace it with a reinforced iron club as soon as I can. I just need to get more scrap iron first. You're going to come after me, or you're just going to hover there? Come on, hit it. I'm going to need more. Here, let's get 50 arrows. You. Come on. I can't quite figure out where exactly they are in the air. Otherwise I'd do a leading shot on them, but I can't seem to get... I'm gonna waste arrows. Come on. I know if they're at least coming towards me, I can usually do a leading shot much easier. Come on. Shoot. And the other thing is you don't want to keep your bow drawn because you're using up stamina while you're keeping it drawn, so it doesn't hurt to aim, but there we go. Stop. Ow, almost. Stop moving. Alright, I'm just wasting time. Okay, let's just go inside. Let's see what we have. Oh, what a sad state of affairs. Usually this house, this cabin, would usually have a working forge, but not in this case. That's a bummer. That means you have to make a forge when I hit level 20. Or find one farther away, but that means dragging your stuff, across the terrain. That's really helping for a working forge. Yeah. Lame. Okay, let's see if there's any good stuff in here. At the very least, I'll get some more jars. Oh, honey. I'll save that. If I get infected, I can eat the honey. That'll help with infection. At least until I get antibiotics. Antibiotics are a surefire way of dealing with it. Honey is kind of an iffy thing, but it works. And if I'm desperate enough that I'm hungry, I can eat the honey, but it's not that good of a... It's kind of a waste for hunger. Okay. That'd be really nice if I could get the candle from there. Oh, I did! Cool! Okay, I'm going to save that candle for home. Free lighting. And I didn't even have to melt down tallow for it. Okay, that talking voice is from the music, not from the game. So, don't mind that. That's not me. That is Spotify. Okay, so... Oh! Run by you. Don't want to have me... See, now that's an Alpha 17 feature. They now break through floors. Be aware of that. So they will destroy the floor with you. Oh. Okay, stamina's down. Alright, that might have been all of them. Let me go check the upstairs real quick. If all goes well, that means I've cleared this building out already. Never assume. Always look around your corners, your doors and corners. Expanse reference. Never more true than in 7 Days to Die. Check your doors and corners. If you haven't read the books or watched the Expanse TV series, I highly recommend it. Love the series. Both the book and the TV series are awesome. Yeah. Also, for new players, if you see these curtains, you get a great amount of cloth from it, but always swing at them from the bottom first. Otherwise, swing from the top. You'll lose the cloth that you can get from the bottom pieces because they'll fall on. Without any support from the top, they'll just collapse from the bottom. Okay. And I don't think there's anything else here. I can do away with this bed, I guess, for cloth and wood. These pieces for scrap iron. Yeah, scrap iron's key right now. I want to upgrade to that iron club. Iron club's so much better for damage. Well, not significantly, but better than this. Okay. And now the other thing too, like I mentioned, you want to take out floor pieces like this if you don't want to make noise. But the zombie's already gone, and all it does is give you paper, so it's kind of a waste. Oh. And if you want to decorate your house, pick up the potted plants. Why not? Okay. Nothing much else here. Oh, there's a bookcase. Did I get the bookcase yet? Nope. Oh, schematics. So bookcases are definitely a big change from Alpha 17. In Alpha 16 and earlier, I think, you used to be able to get skill books. There are no longer skill books in Alpha 17, but you do get schematics occasionally. And then the like I already previously mentioned, oh, probably shouldn't destroy these. Okay, so these you can destroy the open cupboards because they don't spawn anything. But if you do plan, but loot does respawn, so don't destroy the containers, the cupboards and stuff that stuff does spawn in, because you can always come back maybe in 30 days or so, and the stuff will respawn in those. But you can take out these for free wood. Why not? The ones that are already open, that will never spawn anything in them. Oh. I hate the extra swings. Okay, this one. Yeah, this way when you come back later, hey, you can just zero right in on the containers and not waste your time, looking around other stuff that you can't loot. Alright, so we're done here. Take these chairs and scrap those. This I can sell for, Duke coins. I don't use the magazines. Again, sometimes, some magazines are okay, for helping harvesting and stuff like that, but I'm not going to save the other ones for combat. Why bother? Okay, so now I need to focus on wood. We're running out of time. Got, oh God, I could just almost, if I could just kill some more zombies, I could hit the next level, and, yeah, I don't have enough time. Okay, so I'm just going to start harvesting some of this wood, and, these little itty-bitty trees. These 300 hit points are not much wood, but I think I'll put my tree farm here. So I'm going to harvest this wood and then be back. Okay, I'm almost done with this tree. I've just chopped down 4 of them. So, and I'm running into stamina issues again. Surprise. I'm just wondering if this is a build 208 thing, because I don't remember having this much difficulty before with stamina. It's just draining like mad. But I'm doing a lot of things, but still, it's just ridiculous. Okay, now as far as the tree farm goes, I'm gonna this should be far enough away. I'm gonna build my tree farm here in front of this house, this other house. What I like to do is clear space. You don't have to do this, but I find it a lot easier when you're placing the saplings that, you can just plop them on the ground, but if you have this grass here, it makes it harder to place. See, for instance, let me just show you. So if I try to place it, the cursor bounces all over the place, whereas if I'm just here on open ground, I can do a nice straight line like this, and it's just easier to place. So I usually like to clear out the space around it, just to make it easier and faster, more efficient when I'm harvesting and replanting. So while I'm clearing this out, I'm going to pause yet again. So I'll be back as soon as I'm done clearing out a big space here. Okay, so I think this is cleared out enough. And again, it's raining. This again is because I'm just too close to the burnt forest, as you can tell by the embers here on the ground. And so the burnt forest, it rains a lot, and it's really just, this is why I don't want a house near this, because it's loud. If you can hear me, be surprised. Anyways, so let me find out how close I can put these trees to the wall. I can put it right up against it. Okay. But I still like to have a little bit of room, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here so I know how far it is. Well, let me just go out to the edge of the road. Just following it along. Okay, so I'll go right here and start with the first tree here. And one thing I think is new to Alpha 17 is you can now rotate your crops, trees and plants. You just right mouse key, or no, that's the place. Sorry, pick that back up. Oh, I can't pick it up? Okay, so I can't pick it up like I could normal Normal crops. Oh well, I'll just do it on the next one. Left click, sorry. Left click is rotate. And, yeah, I can rotate crops now. So this is neat, because before, if you just put them all in the same placement, your trees started looking all the same, like, you know, rows and rows and rows of the exact same tree. But if you rotate them, at least, they look like different trees. So that's nice. So I'm just gonna you know, rotate it once for every placement, like so. Go back and just do a second row. And you know, hey, I'm just a little bit of a neurotic here. I like placing things in nice, neat rows. So forgive me, but yeah, that way it looks like a farm. I don't know. Call me crazy. So I'm just doing 2 rows for now. As I get more saplings, seedlings or whatever you want to call them, I'll plant more rows. I think somehow it's not on the same row, I don't think. Oh well, doesn't matter. So I should have hopefully enough wood now. Not very much, but enough. I should be able to hopefully finish that floor. I am dealing with a starvation issue again because I didn't have any time to go get food. Yeah, I guess you gotta pick your battles. But, so I get up here, and it's almost dark, but I have no floor. So I'm gonna start pounding away here at the floor and filling that in. Yes, I'm hungry. Okay. All this harvesting and zombie chopping, it just uses up so much stamina. Surprise! Oh. Hole in the floor. Explains why I had that extra block. Okay, put that down here. It's almost zombie time again. Days go by so fast. And it's the hurry up and wait, because you're gonna have to wait all night. Now, I know the devs talked about, like, oh, you can't wait anymore. The zombie pathing is so much better. In truth, as long as you have a good hiding spot, you can still hide out the night. You just can't do it on a blood moon. Of course, you can never really do it before on a blood moon. But you just don't want to be in a brightly lit room, because zombies can sense you when you're in a brightly lit room. So just get used to hanging out in the dark for, you know, the 6 hours it is until dawn, and you should be fine. So, just as long as you don't have any open visibility, try to build walls, floors, like I'm doing right now. Don't want the zombies to see you. Okay, let me get this one piece right here. Okay, should be good for the night. Watching my visibility in the bottom left corner, and so far it hasn't really been jumping up too far above 20, which means there's no zombies hearing me. But if a zombie comes nearby and it spikes up to 45 or something, I'm in trouble. With all this activity, though, I'm bound to draw a horde in the middle of the night, and they will come running by, and that's kind of freaky when you hear them running by. So they'll run through the house, they'll start beating on the side of the house. They may not see you, but, you know, that's just their behavior. But if they do catch wind of you while they're doing that, you're in trouble. Oh, do I have that candle? Oh, there are 2 of them. I'm gonna not put this right next to me, but let me put it over. Oh, lame. Okay, that was a waste. See, yeah, its torches are brighter, but it's still at least, you know, I have a frame of reference in the house, like where things are at night, because it's kind of hard to see at night without any kind of light. Let's see. I have enough wood. Okay, so I could, or maybe I'll just chill. Okay, so I'm gonna chill till 4 o'clock. What's going on here? Oh, that's weird. There's some weird things going on with some blocks. I guess I'm climbing that block. That's bizarre. Oh, look at, yeah, see? Stop with the torches. Okay, so I'm going to camp out right here until dawn, and I'll be back. Alright, got 5 minutes for 3, 2, 1. Alright. Okay, we're safe. Now to day 4. Day 4 is a momentous day because that is a day of a cargo drop or airdrop or whatever you want to call it. Oh, we can pick up candles. Okay, that's just can't carry them. Well, you can carry them, but they don't provide light. Anyway, I am. God, I wish I still had that other candle. Okay. Anyway, what I'm going to do is finish this floor. And should be close to done. You can't really see what I'm doing, so now that it's safe, I'm going to put up a light with a torch. Down here too. There. Because I noticed that when I went back to check the video, all you could see is just me, pounding on things in the dark. It is really actually much brighter in the game than it is in the video. Probably if you played the game, you probably would realize that too. But for some reason, the video just makes the game look darker. So I'm just finishing this floor up. I should have enough wood for this. Yeah, I have enough. And then I just have to do the rest of the floor later. But this is a good start. Also, I noticed too that after 4 a.m. I don't typically like running around outside until about 6 a.m. because it's still pretty dark until 6 a.m., especially on blood moon nights. So after the blood moon is over, it's almost impossible to see anything on the ground or around. Even I'm not talking about just the video. I'm talking about the game. Like I can't see what I'm doing until 6 a.m. when the redness goes away. So I typically just like hang out somewhere on a perch, waiting for it to get bright again. So if there's anything you need to do inside the house or around the house, and you don't need to worry about being quiet anymore, then yeah, do it until 6 a.m. So the big agenda is today, on day 4, is that I'm going to need to be around at noon for that airdrop so that I can see where it is, and if it's close by, I'll go run out and get it. If it's far away, I might skip a day and go do it the next day. So once it's dropped, because I have it set to mark the location of the airdrop, it's not a big hurry for me to go run out right away and try to find it. But considering I have limited resources right now, it might pay to actually go out and grab it, because there might be something useful in it, like a weapon or a first aid kit. Those first aid kits are life-saving. Right now, I'm still doing really well with maximum health. I'm surprised. Usually on day 4, with any of my characters I've played so far, I'm usually like halfway down by now. So I've been doing so far so good on this video of keeping maximum health up, but my stamina is suffering. Yeah, and I'm hungry again. Oh no. So, go plop this down. What's going on here? Why? Yeah, put it there. Why not? Okay, let's see. What else can I put away? Let's save the schematic for a scope. Oh yeah, let's save that scope. So when I can mod weapons later on, I can definitely put a scope on a rifle or something. Like the sniper rifles are really nice, but they don't come with a scope on them anymore, so you have to put them on yourself. Let's scrap that. And that is okay. Just trying to clear up some space here. Put that up here. And yeah, you know what? I'll run by the trader again. Who knows? Maybe that's sell for enough and I can get some food, which I'm really in desperate need of. I'm gonna put this here, the honey, so that if I do get an infection, I'll have it. And I have more jars, so I'm gonna also make some more water, because I need water right now. So fill started. Thinking that might take about 2 minutes. Let me see if I guessed that right. Yeah, about 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, that's... Yeah, I'll add one just in case. Okay. So while that's running, I'm going to start heading back towards the trader and see about selling that that magazine and getting some food, because I'm starving. Well, not starving. Let me say that. I'm got the hungry icon. Starving comes later when that icon starts flashing red in the bottom left corner. I don't want to get that far. If I see any deer, boars, or anything I can eat along the way, I'll definitely pick those up. But for now, this is crazy. Crazy how much I am in need of food right now. The other thing I forgot to mention, I think I was going to mention this in the last video, and when I watched it, I realized...
Trader Joel's is now open.
Get it now. Yeah, so the trader doesn't open until 6 a.m. Okay. I was going to mention this in the last video, and I got sidetracked, I think, and I forgot... I already forgot what I was just going to say. Thank you, Trader Joel, for distracting me. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh well, no big deal. Where's this Trader Jen? Trader Jen with Trader Joel's voice. Okay, so I'm selling the ninja movement. Wouldn't do me much good anyway.
Gratitude and safe travels, friend.
Now, Trader Jen might sell water, but you'll get it cheaper out of the vending machine if there are any left, so I'm going to go do that. Oh yeah. It'd be twice as expensive to get it from the trader herself. So, oh, I don't need water. I need food. What am I saying? Food. And I have enough. Oh, she didn't have more than one. Okay. Now, one thing to pay attention to is that the pasta will give you 15 max stamina, but the soups only give you 5. So I'm not going to bother with the soups because I don't really need that, and it's a waste of money. But that extra 15 will definitely help me for now. And let's see, how am I doing on water? I'm fine for water. Okay, so now I'm going on the quest for zombies and food. Since my base is okay, I definitely need food, and I need experience. And eggs, if I can find eggs. Eggs or food. And now that I can make more water, and that I have more jars, I can start boiling eggs. The downside of boiling eggs is that you use up the jar. You don't get the jar back, I don't think. I'm pretty sure you don't. So I try to avoid boiled food as much as possible. When you can make soups, go for soups. Well, then again, you don't get the jars back for that either. But at least you get more stamina from it. So, I've been noticing this going back to watching previous videos, that I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. Yes, definitely destroy these containers out in the open after you loot them. Don't do it in the houses. I forgot to mention that. So when you're in a house and you find the containers, don't loot them or don't destroy them. Otherwise, the loot won't respawn when they come back. Because unlike outdoors, new containers don't spawn inside of houses. So if you destroy the containers and the house respawns, you won't have anything to loot. So it's a kind of a different rule. So. So food. Okay, the other thing too in towns, the other reason why you want to have a house near a town. Oh, look at that. Mushroom seed, yeah. Awesome. I don't really need the golden seed. I'm going to toss that. It's a waste. Normally I wouldn't toss seeds, but that's a seed I don't mind. I definitely don't ever need. Okay. And that is one of the newer dungeons. Now, you know, the cabins, I was boldly going into the cabins and wiping out zombies. They didn't look very populated, and I think they just haven't got around to putting so many zombies in them like they do the newer places they've designed. And some of these storefronts, they packed full of zombies. So I'm going to take this, open this door up and take the zombies out. And I think this place is going to be packed full of zombies. That's why I've been avoiding them. Wait, what's that? Is that more? I can't tell if that's more than one zombie. That's one. Okay. You just got to keep your ear open for hordes. That's what you want to do is start going into a house and then, you know, have your backside yeah, have a horde come up your backside while you're trying to, you know, fight your way with the zombies on the inside. Okay, this makes a lot of noise. So notice my visibility is now up to 70. That's not good. It won't wake up the sleepers inside, but any passing zombies will be attracted to you. So every once in a while, it's good to just take a look around behind you and just make sure that you haven't attracted any zombies from behind you. I think I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. Okay. So there's one. Oh, that's a cop zombie. Ew. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other ones? There's usually. Oh, no, there's okay. There's three. Don't walk on that. Okay, so there's three. There's probably more up there. Let me just sneak up the stairs real quick and see how many we're dealing with up there. Oh, good lord. It's some kind of irradiated something. I can't tell what it is, but yeah, don't want to wake that up. But this place is going to have food in it. I'm pretty sure of it. So, here, let's scrap that. It's at least going to have beverages in those containers. Okay, let's start by taking this zombie out. He's easy. Oh, shoot, no. Oh, no. Dang it. Oh, ah. For some reason, I couldn't run. And that was a feral. Okay. I hate ferals. Okay, so that place is bad news. I saw the cop zombie. The cop zombie was bad news. I should have just realized that and stayed away just because they can spit, vomit, or whatever they do and destroy stuff and they hurt. And then if they see you and they have a straight line of sight, they'll run to you and explode like a grenade. And then that irradiated zombie upstairs is also bad news, but I didn't think there would be a feral downstairs. That explains why there were so few zombies. The zombies that were there were extra tough. So, yeah, I died. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to like spawn back on my bed and see what damage we're dealing with. Get the near-death trauma. The near-death trauma is something new in Alpha 17. I guess you have to be over a certain level before you get that. What level am I now? Level 5. I think at level 10 and higher you start getting the near-death trauma. And that takes away all the levels of your perks until it expires. Now, previous to build 208, in Alpha 17, the near-death trauma would last a whole hour, like real-time hour. And everybody was complaining about that. You know, and some helpful people said, hey, you can, you know, go mod your XML, go find this XML file and change it. So some people are, you know, reducing the near-death trauma duration to 0. I put it to 900, which is 15 minutes, which, you know, it counts the number of seconds. So 900 seconds is 15 minutes. 3600 seconds is a full hour. So, but in this last build, they reduced it to 30. So I'm, you know, running with 30. That's fine. I think I can live with that. If it becomes a problem, I can reduce it to 15 again. anything's better than an hour. The hour was just way too long. In any case, I don't have it, so I don't have to worry about that. But as you can see, it did drop my maximum health down almost 20 points. I think I was at 97 before I died. So roughly 20 points I lost from dying. And I have to go back and pick up my backpack. Again, this is the advantage of having my I don't have any wood. Great. See, this is what I'm talking about. My weapon and my axe are really low on health, and I don't have any wood. So I'm going to have to go up here and punch a tree and get just enough wood that I can fix my wooden club, and go find a stone so I can fix my axe. At least I have that. And again, a good reason why you want to have your arrows on your tool belt, so that you have ammunition for your bow when you die. This is why. So, thankfully I was outside when I died, so I should be able to sneak up to my corpse and my backpack, and pick up my stuff. And also, thankfully, I'm at maximum stamina again. What's in here? Ooh, water. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's take out the zombie real quick. Come on. And stay down. Okay, so, where I'm at. I was going to check my water. Water's at 98%. Food is 7. Wow, this is just great. Okay, so when I died, I actually got fed. Sometimes when I die, I come back with, with lower food or whatever. So this is good. All right, where's my backpack's over there? So I'm gonna have to go around all this and go find my backpack and get my stuff. Oh, and I need to check to see how much file space I have left on my hard drive. I think I've been running really close to the limit here. Another great perk to pick up, but I usually wait till later because the strength perks are the most important early on. At least for me, anyway. Your mileage may vary, but I tend to like putting my points in strength in the first 10 levels, and then and intelligence. Okay. So lesson learned: stay out of that place. Yeah, these new points of interest. The best thing I can advise, if you're used to Alpha 16 buildings and it looks like a new building, that just stay out of it for the first 10 levels. Don't make this mistake I just made and try going there at all. You're probably gonna die, just like I just did. So these smaller places like this. Now this is crazy. But these smaller places sometimes have 2 or 3 zombies in just a one-room cabin or storefront, and there's nothing in them. But I'm going to show you just so you can see. There's one zombie there. There's probably one there. Okay, let's take out this boarded-up window. The sleeper shouldn't wake up from this, but no. Okay, maybe just that one zombie, but you can just look in there. There's probably nothing even in there to loot. Here, might as well just take. Oh, it's a crawler. Oh, there's a second zombie. Okay, so there is one thing to loot in this place. Maybe one behind that door, and that's. There's gonna be a second zombie. Oh, there is. There's a third zombie. I mean, yeah. So he'll go beat on the door. At least he's not a feral. Oh, there's 2. Ha! Okay, great. So I'll take these guys out. Ah. Come on. Okay, any other zombies wake up around the place? It's pretty quiet. Okay. Okay, let's see what's inside. Got the chair. Nothing. See, this place, these little stores used to have lots of loot in them, and now there's one box. Big deal. And yay, boring. Okay. Like, let me carry that. I don't even need lead. I'm not gonna waste my inventory space with that garbage. Okay. Later on, you'll need lead. Maybe I like to make bulletproof glass. You need lead for that. But since I don't make ammunition, I usually have an abundance of ammunition. I don't use firearms very often because they're loud. I only use them for emergencies. I never really make ammo, so I don't really have a need usually for brass and lead. It's just gonna take up space in my inventory, so I'll pick that up. And let's see what's in here. Sometimes you might find some good loot, and I'll take that, whatever. So, ammo, yeah, I'll pick up ammo. Because, you know, I might find a pistol, and in a pinch, a pistol might help. Like if you're getting bombarded with zombies, and you need to shoot your way out of a bad situation, and hey, drawing zombies, living is more important than drawing more zombies. So, you might have that situation, but most of the time I avoid pistols and rifles and stuff like that. Okay. And yeah, if you find oil, pick it up. You might not need it right now, but you need them to make repair kits and for more advanced items later on. So it's better to start picking them up now because oil is hard to come across later. I mean, you can find them, but just pick them up. Paper. I think you need paper for dynamite, and I don't make dynamite, so because the thing about it is, yeah, you could blow. You can use it for advanced digging, so you can dig through things really fast by just blowing up dirt. But you also could potentially be blowing up ore, and I don't do that. So for that reason, if you want to take out a building, you can definitely use dynamite for that. So sometimes I might use it, but for the most part, I don't. So paper takes up space. I don't. Only reason I pick it up is so that I don't walk on it like that. Okay, so here we have. Please don't be a feral. No. Okay, so bars typically don't. Oh shoot! Woke up everything. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Okay, so we got our airdrop. Let's run over here and see how close it is. It's close enough. It looks fairly close. Yeah, it's close. Okay, I'm going to run over. I was dropping in the desert too. I'm going to run over and pick up that and see if I get anything good out of it. Because the cargo drops can have some useful loot, especially first aid kits. Yeah, so you can see I'm overheating. Now, the bad thing about overheating is that you consume more water that way, obviously, and I think it also affects your stamina too. So, oh look, it's a chicken. Hey, that's probably going to be too hard to hit. And it's gone. Dang, I need food. Let's see what's in that supply drop here. Oh yeah, and I need to check how much hard drive space I'm using. I think I'm going over time. Here, drink some water. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to keep an eye out, when I get enough leather, I can make a leather poncho, and I'll replace the leather poncho with a duster when I can find one. The dusters are probably the best for protection you can get for temperature. Oh, what's that? I can't use it. I can't read it yet, but I'll keep it. First aid kit, antibiotics. Oh yay! Let's eat that right now. I'm going to eat that next, so let's put that tool belt. Scrap the can. I tend to use the 7.62 ammo, not for the assault rifle, but for the sniper rifle later on when I get that. So altogether, that was a good score. Yeah, bird's nest. How am I encumbered? What? Oh, the can. Did I, no? Feather. Oh, I've run out of space. Okay, so I have too many feathers. Yeah. Alright, so let me go ahead and make some more arrows. Never have enough arrows. I can use up some of those arrows. Because you don't want to be encumbered. It slows you down, uses up stamina, all the things you don't want. And get out of the desert before it starts negatively affecting my stamina. Oh, wait. While I'm here, what am I thinking? Let's pick up some aloe vera. Because once I start farming, I'm going to need that to make first aid kits, which I also hit... there's a perk for that. I was going to mention that earlier. Yeah, it's physician. So basically, to get physician, you need intellect level 5. To get intellect level 5, you need level 30. So, yeah, like I said, level 30 is when all the good stuff happens. Physician is where you can make first aid bandages, and yeah, you're going to need to pick up the aloe plants for that. So I'm going to start picking these up now so I don't have to worry about them later. And also, why not just pick up the yuccas too? Yuccas used to, I think, be more valuable in Alpha 16 and earlier. You could actually make the yucca drinks were great. You could even eat them for a good source of food. But with food poisoning now, I don't eat raw food. Raw plants are going to give you food poisoning more than likely. Here, I'll show you in a second this away from the zombie. Let me just run away from the zombie. Eat that sham. Okay, so the yucca fruit, yeah, there's a 10% chance of food poisoning. That's bad news. Don't eat yucca. You can get that, but the food poisoning, I've died from food poisoning in this game. So, you're supposed to be able to cure it with things, but it doesn't work, so yeah, just don't. Don't risk it. I mean, you risk it with every time you eat a canned food, but I think it's only 5% from canned food. Raw food, it's more definitely. Raw eggs. No, raw eggs are only 10%, but yeah, just don't risk it. Let's see, I only need more. Did I didn't get the living off the land perk yet, did I? Yeah, this is where you can craft seeds from crops. You actually have to get a perk for that. And it takes 4. Yep, you don't. It takes 4, 4 fruit or whatever to make 1 seed. So I'm gonna pick up a bunch of these so I can make 5 total. Basically what I want when I make my farm are 5 of each crop, because then it just balances out. If you do the math, it balances out if you have 5 crops. Because the next living off the land perk, you get 2 items for each crop, so you get 10. And yeah, just do the numbers. You'll play with it and figure it out. But so what I'd want is 25 of each. 25 aloe, 25 yucca, and then you'll be able to farm that. So again, while I'm here in the desert, I'm just picking that up, and then I'm leaving the desert to go find food because I need more food and more experience and all that good stuff. And so what I'm going to do right now is just I'm going to end this video for now. Episode 4, I'll go more into what I've already been doing and finish out this day. But for now, have a great day.